When are we black people, black, brown, Mexican, whatever, people that are not white, going to understand that right now what's going on? You have white people mad at white people now. They're fighting among one another. They're trying to impeach one another. They're trying to send each other to jail. And and you know what that looks like when you see these powerful white people fighting each other. Do you know what that looks like? And you know who's going to wind up being the losers? It's the black and brown people. And really the whole country. Because remember when the two white people was fighting each other? We wind up having the Civil War. And they already calling for the Civil War. And these people are so stupid that they talking about they want a Civil War, but they fail to realize we got guns too now. Lots of them. And we know how to use them. And we have lots of us that been in the military and is in the military. So they are asking for something that they is not prepared for. They think their little white, you know, leaders are going to protect them. No, because they could be killed too. And why? I mean, this country have been through so much blood, sweat, and tears. And they still want more blood, sweat, and tears. Why? And it's our fault. It's the black people's fault that the world is in the way it is. Because we let the white people come take over. And that's why we are on the brink of nuclear and war, climate change, pollution, animal extinctions, people killing one another in mass killings. I mean, come on. This would have never happened if black people would have still been the ruler of the free world, of the world. Okay? And we have let them have so much power that they are really brainwashing us and they are manipulating us. And we have gotten to the point where we don't even have any more black national leaders anymore. All you hear is, white nationalists, Christian nationalists, and all this. Where's our nationalists at? It's gotten to the point where we can't really even. It's always been like that. You've always had black people that will go run back to the white people and tell them everything. Because they always make sure they had the field man and the house man. Because and that's the ones that have the millions of dollars. They are the house slaves. Okay, they're gonna let them live good. They're gonna let them go out and have the exotic vacations and all the nice cars and homes and stuff, and let them live in their neighborhoods and be gone to their elaborate parties and the fashion shows. Yeah, yeah. And and we're so stupid. We sit up here attributing to it and steady going to their concerts and giving them more money, whereas they're not going to use their money to help us. Okay? Because if they help their fellow black people, they would lose it all. And they know it because they've seen it. And they know they whisper in their ear, yeah, don't don't call yourself trying to help black people, okay? Because you lose it. Really, because if you look at it, even the ones that get all the money, like the ones that over $1 billion have been given out to for police misconducts. Where's that money going? Did you ever hear about somebody winning 2, 3, 14, $15 million? Do you hear anything about them building anything or buying anything or helping the community? Even the ones that win the lottery and get billions, millions of dollars. Where is all that money going to? Because we all know if you start calling yourself helping your people, you will lose it. You will go insane. Somebody will kill you or something because they only going to let a handful of black people be rich. And you look at them. Who Rihanna? And look at what they do. Look how they make their money. All the rich people. It's not all the rich people because you have some people, uh, some Africans that are millionaires and billionaires through commerce and trade and technology and big companies and stuff. But over here, they are either in entertainment, fashion, or some kind of sports. Okay, just look at our uh, LeBron James. He's doing good. He's got a church. And not a church, but he's got a school now, and he has this the Promise program, and I guess it's going good because I haven't heard any good things about it. Only time I hear about it is when something bad happened, like that incident that somebody got shot and killed at in the schoolyard or something. And I had a granddaughter that was in the Promise program, and I have yet to hear anything promising. Um, and they was doing kind of stuff because he was even having to open up a program so the parents can go and get GEDs and help them and stuff. So that's great. But the only thing about that is playing from fire tablets. That's only one place. It is places that is desperate for that kind of help. So what's the point? I mean, yes, it's great and things, but if only a certain amount of people can be helped, and then they're going to be living among the other ones that's not going to be helped. So they're going to be doing good, but then you're going to have these over here that's trying to be trying to bring them down. or breaking into the house and taking what they got. But and they're singers, dancers. Uh, I mean, a stripper can become a rapper and then become a millionaire. Okay, now, I ain't gonna say that's not hard work because it has to be hard. I'm sure it ain't easy work to be able to dance that good for to make that kind of money. Some of them said they could make up to 2 grand a day. Okay, now where we gonna find a job at the average black person? Where we gonna find a job that we can make that kind of money? And uh, Oprah, she came on the scene, took my job. I wanted to be a talk host. But she went in there, she got money because she was, honey, she was working on white people. That was mostly the people that was in her audience. She was white people could relate to her. She wasn't threatening. She played it cool. She made all that money and she does good things for people. She even got the own workshop, which I have yet to see something on there that I would want to look at, because mostly all her shows is a Tyler Perry remake or mindset show that I wouldn't care to look at, because their shows basically is modern day slavery. Um, if they could make movies back into slavery time, that's the kind of movies they would be making. Um, I'm telling you, because I didn't know who Tyler Perry was until I went to go see the Diary of the Mad Black Woman, and I'm in there in the audience looking at this movie, and the guy that I was with, he asked, "Do you know who that is?" I said, "No." He said, "That's Tyler Perry." I'm like, I didn't even know he was a dude, and back then it wasn't that prevalent. I mean, you didn't see it every day like you do now. Men dressing up like women. So I ain't never heard of no Tyler Perry. And that was, oh, I can't remember. That was, uh, I can't even remember. Oh, I wish I could remember. Where was I living at? That was in the late, early 2000, I guess. Um, and that one scene, I've never seen that before on the big screen. That uh, when her husband beat her like that, that like that just took me away. That and I didn't like his movie since. How could you make a movie like that? And then she gets beat like that. Then she goes back and take care of her husband that beat her like that. And then she leave him and go find love with some handsome dude. I'm like, okay, where that happens at. So I never did like none of Tyler Perry's movies. I think I saw the movie about the cookout. I think I seen that with the kids because the kids liked it him and they would put it on and I would just I was tolerated, but I can't tolerate any more of his movies. I refuse to look at any of his movies. Now, how did he become a millionaire? Looking, making those pitiful movies that us black women will look at and just fall in love with because the woman started out bad, but then she got saved. And he made all those pitiful plays. And then he bought a studio. And then, oh, he's just going crazy now, making all these stupid movies. Now he done made a documentary about himself. Oh, you know, I don't even like people that even like him. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. I'm telling you, if somebody said you got to look at this Tyler Perry movie and I give you $1,000, I would have to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can live without it." Um, that's how serious I take shows that I look at. Just like that movie Precious. Oh, my kids wanted to look at it, so I said okay. And I really can't really tell you what the movie's about because I was there, but I wasn't there. You know, these movies that they made, I feel like if I look at them, it's gonna change my life forever. You know, that's why the movies that I look at are very, very. It's got to be something about them that I want to look at it. Just like I'm tired of looking at slavery movies because I can't understand why black people are still playing slaves. I say it to this day and forever. They made Roots that should have been the end of slavery movies. They had Roots in the second generation. That should have been it. That series told us everything we need to know about slaves and their slave masters. And we didn't need no more slave movies. But of course, they done made thousands since then. Yeah, and so the parents really need to be really extra careful of what their kids are looking at on TV. Even the cartoons that are out here are grooming them to be sexually active and to look at the other um, gender as someone that has something that you want. Yeah. And that destroys a person's will to be happy with themselves because that sticks in your head. And when you become an adult, the first thing you want to do is go get you a mate. Or even when you become a teenager, all of a sudden you got to have a boyfriend, you got to have a girlfriend. And you could tell that these people, some of these people are not ready to be in a relationship. I mean, really, when you can have a 17-year-old killing another 17-year-old that was in a relationship. And that's why you have all these babies made too soon. I mean, really, when you can have a 21-year-old that literally have 9 kids. What is wrong? What is wrong with that picture? Because a lot of us are not taught. And sometimes you can't even teach nobody this. This is something that they learn from television and other people, of course. That in order for you to be important, you have to been able to pull the opposite sex, or in some cases, the same sex. But you have to somehow have a relationship with another person, and now it's a sexual relationship with another person in order to feel important, because we're not taught and we don't have good examples that having a relationship with yourself first is more important. Yeah, we're not taught that what we have is sacred. Our virginity is sacred. Males too. Males don't think that their virginity is sacred, or our um, conversations, our thoughts are sacred and should be only shared with people that will be grateful and appreciative and discreet. But parents should be encouraged to put away the TV for the first 5 years of their child's life. And they should have classical instruments, music. Then introduce educational shows that motivate. And if another child should come at that time, and the child is older, like 5 or 6 or 7, that TV should be away from the new child and be used sparingly. Kids need a foundation of eager to learn first before entertainment. Because entertainment is not just entertaining, it's teaching you things that are not real. And it has a tendency to twist the truth. Now, when you grow up and can't trust, you're lost. I seen this one guy that had a tattoo on his chest, trust no one. Playing from Fire Tablets. Now, how are you going to live like that and trust no one? But we do. We have to, because of this. You have too many kids that are living not to trust no one, not to love themselves. Because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't be out here selling drugs. You wouldn't be out here breaking in homes, breaking into businesses or robbing people or having so much road rage that you are willing to kill somebody because they cut you off, you wouldn't do that if you loved yourself. And a lot of people are born in homes that they care more about money than life itself. Yeah. So, we're gonna talk some more about this. I've talked a lot. I've said a lot, and we're gonna talk more about how to raise up some warriors of change, because we need some black leaders, some black nationalist leaders, because we got to get back what was stolen from us and what was taken. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful, wonderful life and live for the future. Thank you.